What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to the A Show with the Kings of Pro Wrestling Podcast. I am Justin, here with Meelz, episode 401. What's up, Meelz?
Hey man, listen. Word to the wise. We told you last week there might be some changes with the show. Guess what? We're not going anywhere. We're not going anywhere. We will be
Guys,
broadcasting
we're
at
in
this
it for the
time,
long run. Yeah.
staying for the same place with the same people. So you can't get rid of us, universe.
Listen,
Um,
the market is so wild that literally 4 days ago, me and Meelz could be like, "Yep, our watch is coming to an end," and then
hey
within
man, we
hours
were
of each
last week.
other.
Last week we were like, hey man, well, we're gonna have to figure out new times for these shows. And then literally within the span of like 24 hours of each other, really, um, both of them things went up in the smoke. So I'll just say this. I'll just say this for anyone looking for jobs.
It
It's
wasn't our
not
fault,
you.
by the way. It wasn't our
No,
fault.
but I'm telling people that it's not you. It is everybody else. And this is just a pure fact. And as much as I applied to this great place. We had a great set of interviews. I reached a final interview. I was sure I had the job. I've never been more sure. The last time I was sure I got the job was when I interviewed for Complex, which I was just like, niggas love me. I mean,
Yeah.
it is what it is. So I was sure I got it. And these people love me. I'm easy to love if you carry me along further in the process. And if you don't like give me like questions, not too many theoretical questions. Like don't give me I'm not the biggest like um could you do this, that, and the third like just give me situational. Give me, is there anything from your past that you've done? Justin, you and I have probably said the same answer a million
I
times.
know, I know.
It is a script at this point. I know which when they ask me, what jobs are you most proud of? I got two in a backup in case they ask me for a third. You know what I'm saying? And I
It's
got the
it's
whole
not
script laid out.
it's not, it's not for the faint of heart. Like, it's definitely, and again, you could become jaded, like, you could become, I think what kills me is, like, the fact that, like, me and Mills have kind of run the gamut of everything that can go wrong, will go wrong with this type of thing, right?
Mhm.
Like, I don't outright get told, like, no. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What's been happening to me this year is, like, I'll have, like, the final interview, and it'll be like, "Oh, we're putting the role on pause." This has happened 3 times in a row.
I feel so terrible every time that happens because it's when you told me that, I was just like, is why is this always happening? And and in my situation, it was we reached to the very end, but some process that they weren't aware of pretty much pushed me out of the running for the job, even though I did every single thing you need for the job. I
Yeah.
went in, I did their little thing. I'm not trying to vent too much here because I vented too much last week and I kind of really just want to move on from it. But realistically, like this situation, I just want everyone to know if you're out there applying for jobs and things just not going right, it's not you. It's legitimately everyone else. This is the most insane, volatile, weird job market. And at some point, I'm trying to get in there one before Trump enacts slavery or whatever the hell he's going to do at some point.
Yeah.
Um, and then two, before they start laying people off again,
Yeah.
because undoubtedly that will happen. At least I feel like at least every 2 years there's going to be just this giant layoff exodus. And I'm not trying to be trapped in the second one. So, you know, is
I
what it
like to think I
is.
like to think that something is, like, saving us from wherever we're going. You know what I mean?
Maybe they want me to have a six-figure job. Maybe that's really it.
Yeah, no, 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 no. I think that it is, I think that something's protecting us. You know what I mean? Something's protecting us, and I like to think.
Brokenness is pretty. They want me to stay away from brokenness. They
Well,
want
well,
me to.
maybe it's a door shut to get us richer. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe it's like that one, that one door shutting and another one opens, another one shuts, another one opens. We were just playing like whack-a-mole, you know what I mean? Like, or we're
Yeah,
playing
yeah,
like a video game where it's like a door puzzle. Maybe
yeah.
that's just what it is. Like, it's just that not the right door yet. I don't know. I really
I
don't
don't
know.
know. I don't
I
know.
looked up to God and said, "All right, man, what else? Like, what else you want from me? I don't know what else you want."
I was
My
so
therapist my
Go ahead.
therapist told me because I got the news an hour before therapy, and I was like, "That's probably the best thing you coulda did." You
That's
know,
God's timing.
I just vented for the whole session, the whole hour and some change session, and she was like, "Maybe you should just, like, take some time off from applying to jobs." Because I think we get caught in this hamster wheel, and it becomes a job, you know? And this is the most unfulfilling job that we have because 'cause we're earning nothing from it, you know what I mean? Like, we're not getting anything for it,
Mhm.
um and, I do, like, stuff on the side, I do freelance stuff, but it's like, I those moments are fleeting, those are, like, small moments where, like, I get to be busy and active, and then it's gone, you know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like,
yeah.
but then, like, when I talked to one of my boys who, like, who has his own business and works for himself, and I was like, "Maybe I can just go into that," and he was just like, "Oh, me, yeah, man, I had the eviction note on my door 3 times this year." I was like, I can't do it. I can't. That's too much. That's too because
Nigga,
again, that's what I left that life for, you know what I mean? And I can't do that anymore. I got a wife, like, you know what I'm saying? I got 2 dogs, you know what I mean? Like, I got a lot of
yeah.
stuff. I got a lot of people that depend on me, you know?
Absolutely. Listen, I the worst part of the feeling was knowing that I got it, getting the call about the situation that actually happened. And they say they'll try to help me, but at this point it's rough to regain trust in a system that kind of fucked you when you needed them the most, and especially when you did everything that they asked for. Um but I was so like after spending my head in the bed for like 6 hours, I did not want to go back on LinkedIn. I was like, I refuse. I do not want to face this website again. I do not want to come back empty handed. Justin, I was prepared to tell LinkedIn off. I was
I think
prepared to throw two middle finger emojis up in the sky and be like, fuck this app, fuck these people.
I did kinda like a away message for LinkedIn on Friday, and then I logged off and deleted it off my phone. So, I haven't even seen it in days.
I Yeah, I and first of all, LinkedIn doesn't show me. I would love to have seen that, but LinkedIn doesn't show me things on time when I see it. LinkedIn shows me shit like 6 days later. Um, but yeah, no, it's a beast. I have freelance stuff. I'm very grateful for the community and the support that I have. And if I like really, really, really need something, people will definitely look out, whether it's like freelance or like, hey, I know this person who's hiring for this one thing, like reach out to them or et cetera, et cetera. Like these kind of things. So I'm lucky I have that kind of like infrastructure and these people who definitely support me. Um, but yeah, this is the most frustrating shit that I've ever experienced. Um,
But you guys are not alone.
you guys are not alone, and we are not alone. And I'm thankful to be part of a podcast with a fellow unemployee. Um, you know, maybe if you throw some on Patreon this month. How about
Yeah,
that?
yeah.
Throw a fiver. Maybe we'll do something. Maybe before I have to set up this computer. I want to start streaming into Discord. Um,
I might just hop on Twitch this week.
ooh, okay. Little bit of like, just talking. Are we doing that or are you playing video games?
I'll probably play a little Death Stranding 2 on
Okay.
there. That's been my
Okay.
cozy game. Probably hit up a little bit of Shadowverse. It's a new card game. Probably play a little Street Fighter on there. You got a D-Rust off of that.
Okay.
Evo's coming up.
Okay. All right. I
And
hear
yeah.
it. Love Island's over, so we don't have to commit to that anymore.
Well, speaking
Uh
of that, I got a nice little game because we
okay.
got a lot to talk about. But this will be really quick. This will be really quick.
This is
Uh,
true. How do you feel about
so
the winners of Love Island, by the way?
whatever. I feel as though I voted Iris and Pepe because I told you I was like they want chaos, then fuck it. Let's go all the way, right? Of course, if you guys don't watch, then skip ahead. But Amaya and not Pepe, Amaya and Brian won. This is the first
First of all,
time
they spoiled it like 7 minutes into the episode was barely uploaded before every
they knew what we
aggregator
get out.
page.
They did that because they knew what we get out because there's people on Reddit that go right to the episode and skip to the end to tell people what happened.
Yeah.
so that's why they did it. But, and also the press releases probably hit at the same time, and
Mhm.
because it was also a Sunday, it's probably very tough, so they probably had a lot of those people, save the post and have it go
No.
up at that time.
Yeah, absolutely, because they've been doing that, which I respect, but also it's like, come on, man, I didn't even watch the episode, to be honest with you. I was like,
I
okay,
didn't either. I didn't either. There
because
was no need.
I saw it was I think it's like a very long episode, the last
It's
one.
it's 2 hours, yeah.
Yeah, but my thing is that Love Island episodes be such bullshit. I be sitting there like, I really watch these 2 have a conversation for 15 minutes and watching Ariana just walk for 10 se I started skipping past the walking thing. I was just like, "Nah, this walking thing's going on
Ariana
for 15
A
seconds."
Ariana let her walk, boy. I tell
Oh,
you
man,
what.
she let her walk. She's beautiful, but she let her walk, boy, I tell you that.
You walking ass nigga. Um, I feel as though it was a lesser of lesser of lesser of lesser of 2 evils, if you know what I mean. Like, it was just the big lesser of a lot of evils there, but,
Mhm.
um, I think it was necessary. I think that we had already called this about 2 weeks ago when the
Yeah.
you know what I think the turning point of the show was? The huge vote that everybody did a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago, where we
Mhm.
all voted all the who could keep a secret, who's the best boyfriend. I think that shook the whole cast
Yeah.
because they had an idea of what they thought, and what they thought was not what it was. And Amaya hitting number one, I think, on almost all of the categories, um, was very and you saw the mood change. You saw the shift change, and I think there were a lot of things that fell into place that that kind of allowed this to happen. I mean, obviously Sierra being we didn't even get to talk anything about that, but like Sierra being uh basically removed from the show, all those things that happened, you know what I mean? Like led to what we saw on Sunday. So I mean, I'm not shocked. I think that it was probably the right people to win,
Yeah.
and I think
Listen,
that
man,
it was very poetic. When you say very poetic and
I
very
would say so. I mean, kind of. Just a week and a half ago, fucking Amaya was kissing niggas to save her own ass.
yeah.
And then
Well, the thing is, the thing that's so poetic about it, in my opinion, is the fact that none of the OGs won. It's
yeah,
very rare, I think, according to my wife, like this never happens. A bombshell never wins. A
yeah.
bombshell and a Casa person never win the show. That shows you how ass backwards the season was, because essentially the
Even with
OGs
casting.
the
Yeah.
OGs crafted a game in which they felt as though it was engineered for them to win, and in the end, they all lost.
Yeah.
Which and then they saved someone, that being Huda, who they thought could basically, in my eyes, and we watched the challenge and a lot of shit. Like they kept somebody that was basically they thought weak competition, whatever, because they thought Huda, whoever she got, sure she'll get votes, they'll never win though, because the
Yeah.
man won't ever be fucking with her because they saw how she was. So
Right.
like they crafted this game where it was like, oh, we're gonna keep her around because anyone she's with is gonna be a self sabotage move, and she'll just be single all the time, and we could just keep voting her back in and voting off her guy. They kept her there, and she ended up winning or almost winning over all of them.
Until her man was just like, all right, I'm over this. Like I'm
I mean, she embarrassing to say the least. That
Chris was so over it for like a week. I was
and
like, oh man.
and I can't believe people are actually blaming him. I'm like, you guys voted for her to stay. Like you literally voted for her to stay.
Yeah.
I have no
I
sympathy for
never thought
anyone.
someone would break up at the end. I was like, okay, all right.
It had to
Television.
happen. It had to fucking happen. But
Yeah,
I got a really cool uh thing I want to do.
okay,
We love the challenge.
of course.
There are a
Season
lot of
41
love
in 2 weeks.
yeah, there are a lot of Love Island alumni that are on the challenge.
Yes.
And what I want to do, we've been talking about this kind of in our text, but I want to name who you think could show up on the challenge.
Mm.
So I'm gonna run through a couple of the names. I don't think I'll get to fucking all. There's a lot of people on this
Run through
cast.
the names and I'll give you a yes or no.
Okay, that actually
Yeah,
that works a lot better. And I might, if I feel as though it needs some extra explanation, I'll ask.
absolutely.
Amaya,
Amaya could, but she won't.
yeah, she won't. Brian,
Brian absolutely will. Brian is
I don't think
absolutely
they're gonna last. But and also for people who watch the challenge, I mean, you guys already know Love Island winners show up on this all the time. Olivia was a Love Island winner.
Yeah.
She's like,
Justine, multiple Love Island winner, has been on the challenge. She hasn't been on the main show, but she has been on several spinoffs of the show. So,
yep, it's possible.
um, but Brian is, if you look at Brian's Instagram, he's all about working out and running Spartan races and all types of other shit like that. He's almost, I'm sure, a lock.
Okay, Nick, nah,
No,
nah. Alondria,
no.
no, nope. Chris, I think could be on the challenge. I
He
think that's
could
his.
if he has no desire to play basketball ever again.
Well, they have no desire to ever cast him. So or put it to bring mother. I think that that's his next step if that's what he wants to do. I think that we're at a deficit of strong kind of black
He
athletes on the challenge right now.
To me, the reason I say no is he also looked checked out of the show, and if
Look
you
who he's
can't sur but
with.
I know, but if you can't survive 32 days on this show, and he didn't even survive, he wasn't even there 32 days. He was there like legitimately like 17 out of 32 days. If you can't survive
He
that,
got there on day 17 and he survived to day 32. So he was only there
yeah.
for like no, less
So
than
if you can't
15 days.
survive that, I can't imagine how you do if to spend 6 to 8 weeks.
I think he have a good political game if he chose to do this.
I don't know, black people don't come in on the strongest note, but he might mess with Naya. You know what I'm saying?
Ugh, everybody gotta go through that.
Eh,
Um, Huda,
Huda? No, she won't.
I don't think that she should be on reality TV
I think she will
anymore.
be on reality TV. I think House of Villains is probably calling her at some point.
Yeah, I do too, but I think she should keep her reality TV very I think that she represents a very polarizing view of reality TV that makes it not fun. And I think that, like, they're on both sides of the people who don't like her and the people that do like her. I think
Yeah.
everyone takes it too far. And
I see her more on Drake's Instagram page than any reality show.
okay. I this one is I think one that we both can kinda, like, both agree, Iris.
Iris, yeah, if she wants to, she's definitely in for
I think
sure.
she could. Pepe,
If Pepe wants to, he's absolutely in as well.
he's from Santa Ana, that's why he like them white girls. Uh, Ace.
Nah, it's a
Nah,
strong no.
I see Trader. But the thing about Ace is that, like, everyone's peeped his game and they know what he plays like. I think he showed his hands too quick, right? Like,
Yeah,
if this is how he plays the game, this is how he's gonna play the game everywhere.
he need to be on more mixy shows, but the challenge is he's too small for the challenge. No offense.
I mean, they keep saying he's 5'10". They keep saying it
Well, good luck with that.
with shoes on. What else? Shelly, I say no.
No, that's a
Uh,
strong no. Maybe
Clark,
back in the
no.
day, but no.
Clark,
Clark,
no,
no, no.
no.
She's too
Taylor,
normal.
no.
Taylor, no.
Elan, no.
Yeah, I could see it. I could see
You
him.
can see it? Yeah.
Yeah, I
Well,
could
the
see
thing
it.
is, he's gonna get ragged because you know he's a Zionist. So we're afraid.
Well, yes, but also people on the show do not care. Um,
That's true. That's true.
people on the show, Zach, absolutely.
Zach K with the teeth.
Zach missed his chance like 4 years ago, and now he's like, "Listen, I heard you need Brits back on the show, man."
Oh yeah, you could be the new bear.
New and
Um,
yeah, new Brits, man. They had
Sierra,
a Zach before on the show. Remember that dude, the other British dude who's Callum, who's messing with
Callum, yeah.
so they need one of them types since Callum's probably not coming back on the show. Um so yeah, Zach, I could see it.
Sierra, no, I think
N-
Sierra's meant for more. I think
if Love Island openly accepts her apology and she makes an appearance at the reunion, I could see her on the challenge.
I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be real. I think they should let her on the reunion.
I think so as well, but I feel like if she has that scarlet letter, she's not. It's cooked for her.
She's apologized. She's shown that she means it. I think they should allow her to go on and apologize, like,
Yeah,
personally on the show. I think that, if it's really about, accountability and holding space for that, then they should allow it. That's how
I
I feel.
agree. I agree. This was really rarely one of the apologies for, racist diatribe that I actually like, okay, she seems genuinely thing and she did all the steps and she proved that even in that moment she was wrong. And there's a lot of context missing from it, and the reason for it was
Mhm.
also very underhanded. So,
Oh,
um,
yeah, the reason for it was bullshit.
but the show now has to. We're gonna be so vigilant on racism, like you can't even believe it.
Yeah,
Um,
now they're doing that. Adriana?
Hell no.
Yeah, she's not doing it. She's a model already.
Yeah, she
Austin,
been
I can s
she's currently like trying to take over the tri-state. But Amaya's coming back pretty soon, and Amaya's
oh,
about to
yeah.
show up like Batman. Like
Oh,
she's
yeah.
about
No,
she
Superman, fuck that.
yeah, Superman. She's about to take shit over, bro. Like it's slow. Adriano need to She need to get in them club appearances when she can, because when Amaya comes back, they naming hookah flavors after her, they
Oh
naming
my
drinks
god.
after her, they
The
naming
papaya's
dogs
eye?
after
The Amaya papaya's eye?
her.
Alright.
They naming
Nigga
everything
crazy.
after her, bro.
Um, who else am I looking at here? Oh, Austin. I can see Austin doing it.
Austin, I could see Austin, yeah. Austin's definitely good.
Grayson, I could see, but she'll probably
I
be
could
one of the rookies that gets, like, eliminated first day.
Yeah, they'd be like, "You were on Love Island?" I guess, yeah. But, yeah, for sure.
Jaden?
Jaden is if she wants to do it, she's a lock,
Yeah,
for
she's the
sure.
athlete already.
Yeah, yeah.
TJ, I could see as well.
TJ, who the fuck was
TJ
TJ?
is Iris's boo.
Iris' boo. TJ.
TJ,
Oh, yeah, yeah,
the
yeah,
first
yeah, yeah,
the
TJ.
he was
Yeah,
the
he could
bombshell
he
that
could
he's the bombshell that came in with Andriana.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. What a lame.
Um, Coco? No.
Coco, no, but a beautifully amazing girl.
JD, nah, he too goofy to be in a challenge, bro.
Nah, nah, you see him, they go like, "You sound like a"
You like to be dominant.
Dominant. I was just like, "Nigga, what?" I was
You
like,
like to
"Alright,
be
bro,
dominant.
hit the bricks."
Vanna, no.
I could see Vanna on it.
You could?
It's just yeah, I could see her on it. Because she I don't know, just white people in general, like,
Yeah.
just
Uh,
affable white person, yeah.
Zach with the C, no, I can't see him
Zach
doing
with
it.
a C, no.
He was out in like 2 days. Jeremiah, he actually could do it. I think he's bigger than the challenge though.
Yeah, he's really trying to scope up. He spent the last 2 weeks since again eliminated, scoping the entire ocean floor of every media outlet or TikTok, or he was on Kai's stream last night. Like he's clearly like, let me show up and get it in before these niggas pull up.
Oh, I
For
mean, he
sure,
already
for
got a
sure.
Chipotle shit. He already got Chipotle. He hawking skincare. He's there. I can't see a lot of them get. I'm sorry, I can't see a lot of them getting the looks that he's getting right now.
No, I mean, but I see a lot of them at the top. But
It's
realistically,
Amaya, him, and probably Clark and Taylor. Those are the only ones I can see getting brand
nah,
deals.
it's Shelly, Alondria. I could see them. I mean, it depends how big of a Brandy or Fenty thing is. You know what I'm saying? But I could see something like that. Oh, this
See.
nigga's clearly. I'm looking at Jeremiah's. Yeah, he about to start hawking like fucking
Oh,
Amazon.
he's here, bro. He brand man.
Yeah,
And the
yeah, yeah.
thing is that his brand is safe because he don't do bullshit with his brand. You feel me? Like
His bias is God first. It was like, yeah, of course, totally.
God first,
Um,
pussy niggas last. You feel me? Like Hannah,
yeah,
I can't
probably.
see it. She's really young. She's like 23. She got a long time. Jalen, he's the buff. He could be on the challenge. That
He could
nigga
be
big
on
as
the
hell.
challenge. He could be on the challenge. He wouldn't do well, but he could be on there.
What do you mean he would do well?
'Cause you need, like, a political game to do well,
Bro,
and
they
he
just
didn't.
need him to win dailies.
You
Nigga
say
big as
that, but
hell.
then when you don't win and then you end up in the elimination, shit gonna go
Yeah.
wrong, so
Charlie, he
this nigga
wasn't
got a
around very
crumble
long.
this nigga doing crumble ads?
Yeah, this nigga, he
Fucking
brand actually, you
Jalen.
know what? Jalen and Jeremiah, brand man.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Charlie, he wasn't on the show that long, so
Yeah. He look
nah.
at well, you got Jalen got 321K followers. That's enough to make bread on itself.
Oh,
Like,
100%, 100%.
um,
Beldasha,
hell to the no.
I could see her doing it.
Um, I didn't watch the parts that she was on, but the
Yeah.
parts that I've seen of her annoyed me.
She was only around for a week, less than a week. She was one of the OGs on day one, and she was gone. The actually Sierra pulled a Jack move, and one of
Mm.
the best moves that people don't talk about. since the season ended, but Sierra pulled a boss move and got her out of there.
And then
Uh,
she dropped a note. She was like, "I also don't condemn racism against," and I was just like, "Bitch, what? Like,
that
this
you
ain't
know,
about you."
literally nobody was thinking about Bella.
And I was just like, "What are you talking about? You were barely there."
Nobody think about the goddamn you on the show. And
No way
lastly,
they invite no way they invite all 40 people on this fucking cast to the reunion.
no, but I think they'll invite like the heavy. None of the Casa boys are gonna be there.
Really?
OGs for sure. All the OGs for sure. In the winners, which is weird because none of the OGs won. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's gonna be strange.
But they I
Ulysses the
think
last
they'll
one.
yeah, Ulysses is a heavy now.
Yeah, that's enough.
But I like seeing the content of all of them free and just, like, clearly they're at some sort of halfway house where they can't enter society back yet. Um, they're probably given they're probably doing interviews, they're probably doing therapy, they're probably doing other things, and they're just, like just Amaya in the background, like, "The plug is on the way."
Well, what's funny is everyone's saying they have podcasts to do except Huda. And I was telling my wife this the other day. I was like, I think it would behoove them to keep her off of anything until the reunion.
I
Like
agree,
don't
but
say anything
she gonna put up numbers if she appears on anything, to be honest with you. The mere fact she made it this far means that she is incredibly popular because there's nothing redeeming really about Huda. She's
at
not
all.
evil, but it's not like there's nothing like redeeming about what she did on the show and how she acted and all this other stuff like that. So the mere fact that she even made it this far just shows how incredibly popular she is. We should
Yeah.
probably talk about this big weekend of wrestling. Just a half an hour
Yeah.
on us and reality TV. Um, Big weekend this weekend.
Where you want to start? Because there's one show that I didn't really watch because it was so goddamn that All In lasted from like 11 o'clock, maybe earlier,
It was
my
all
time,
day. It was a
till
work
like
shift.
till like 6 o'clock.
It was a work shift. It was long. It was we could start it all in because I don't think, to be honest with you, Great American Bash has nothing really of note. Um, I like the show, but it's nothing of note. All In was solid. All In was incredibly solid. I'll say nothing on that card was like, damn, this shit is trash. There was a lot of like, this shit is boring. This shit is not interesting. I am not really interested in any of this. But I would say post Swerve and Osprey versus the Bucks, it really started to pick up. Um, of course, we had the unfortunate news during the telecast that Adam Cole would not be able to participate, and he went out there and pretty much relinquished the title and said that he's not even sure when he's going to be able to wrestle. It has been noted or reported via multiple news sources that it's a concussion which has
Mhm.
plagued him for quite a bit of time in his career, especially his AEW career. Uh, that is keeping him out. What's our kind of feelings on Adam Cole and the situation, maybe even what caused it, and kind of like how you proceed moving forward?
um,
I felt so bad about my. I was like, this Adam Cole shit is the saddest shit ever. It's just
I mean, you're not wrong. Why would you feel
it's
bad about
never
that?
not. I made the tweet 2 years ago, and it's never stopped being true.
Yeah, you're not wrong. I think Adam. I think it's not hard to like. How could you honestly deny that like this tenure for him was not like where he was at before, right?
Yeah.
Like, but I feel as though a lot of that is partially due to conflicting things happening in the company that he went to. I mean, he was there when Punk was there. We said this all on the show all the time. Like he came out and
Hmm.
immediately got upstaged by Brian Danielson or Daniel Bryan, whatever.
Yeah.
Like, stuff like that. Like he was aimless for like he was aimless for a while. He finally gets a shot in one of the biggest storylines in the company. He gets the main event, their biggest show ever. No one could take that away from him. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? I think if
Right.
anything, that is the net remembrance, the net legacy that he will have in this company is that he main evented that show. He's a great fucking guy. It seems like everybody loves him. Everyone,
You've met him. He's great.
yeah, he's honestly one of the nicest people I've ever met. You know what I mean? And I think that it's very hard to deny the impact he's had on his coworkers and the people. Like, look at all the people who posted that
Yeah.
day from all companies, all companies. I think he gets a seat and deserves a seat wherever he goes, do whatever he decides to do. It just sucks that we never really got to see him at the height of what he should have been able to do in AEW. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like, I don't want to say it's a fumble. He main evented their fucking biggest show ever. You can't say that they get he was a fumble, but definitely when he came back from that injury, Meals, you could tell they were scaling him back. They
Yeah,
were they
yeah.
were they were scaling him back. They were like, let's kind of
Let's put you
not.
with these guys. Let's put you against these people. Essentially, they stuck him on Collision. He was kind of heading Collision.
Yeah,
Um,
Collision was his show, and
right,
um it became very much a issue of like, okay, what are they doing with this guy? But maybe they were doing that because he was hurt. Maybe they were doing that because he was having problems. You know what I mean? At that point, but we don't know. I think that we could make predictions or guess all we want, and I think
mhm.
we like to make jokes, and we always joke about like, what would he be doing if he was in the company now? What would he be doing? It's like those are jokes. You know what I mean? Like, this is
Right,
this is this
right.
guy's real life, and it sucks, man. It really sucks because he has an indelible impact on the audiences in AEW and the audiences that watch him in ROH, the audiences that watch him everywhere. Meals like they love this guy, and there's just no denying how impactful he's been for that company and just for wrestling as a whole. It's sad, bro. It really is. And there
Yeah,
was a report on Wrestling Observer that came out that said that he was, I guess he was ready to retire, or he was preparing to retire, or he was going to. I guess that he's going to get a second opinion. It's sounding like what's being said here,
yeah,
but it's hard not to look at this and not be reminded of like the Daniel Bryan thing.
yeah. It really is. I mean, and this is so many. This has happened to so many people, right? Also, Christian in the company. This has also happened to. He was someone who also suffered from a ton of concussions, and that's really what they pulled him. They pulled him immediately, and he didn't wrestle from 2014 essentially to 2020. So I mean, these things are incredibly serious within this line of work, and for someone who's experienced so many bumps in the AEW career, again, it's tough to see considering the trajectory that he was on in NXT. Again, really moving on from NXT to AEW and what could have been. Um, and I know he's an incredibly loyal guy, so I don't actually expect him to leave AEW. He could if he wanted to. If he asked me, I would tell him to go. I'm like, yeah, I mean, you know,
We'll
freshen
see.
it up. But
We'll
we'll
see.
see. But again, all the words you say is incredibly true. Like, he's incredibly valuable. He's incredibly nice. He's a great worker in the ring. He's kind of like the veteran presence that you need. But it definitely AEW wasn't met and wasn't able to kind of like match the cool factor that he had in NXT. And it's so surprising the cool factor he had in NXT because realistically, like, I don't think Adam Cole's cool, but he's not like a cool guy. Um, he's just
It
kind
was
of
the
like a regular.
cockiness. It was the
Yeah,
cockiness, bro. Again, I'll say that
he
like
played his role very incredibly well.
prior to this, like I wouldn't say that they met the moment at all with him in a lot of ways. They ran back to do the same exact team that he was on before.
Yeah.
All of the stuff like that. I just feel as though it just why if with everyone else they had a lot of ideas, but with him it was like let's just do Undisputed Era again. You know what I mean? Like it just doesn't make sense. So
Not even
um
in a cool way. I could have ran a better reunion between all three of them than that,
yeah
but
yeah.
um, we wish the best to Adam Cole.
Oh
And
my god, I can't believe somebody on Twitter said before anyone says AEW ruined his career, go ask Biggie how he's doing right now. It's so crazy.
yeah, that's fucking retarded. Shame on them, essentially, because then I hate it because we could talk about it when we get to one of these damn shows about people in my mentions. the weekend of people in my
Oh,
mentions,
man. Oh,
regardless
man.
of black talent. Um,
What I did see of All In, I mean, we get to the triple main event because everything else is like whatever.
yeah, yeah.
Um,
Can I say something? Just a few things very, very quickly on the
yeah.
just the undercard. MJF winning the Casino Gauntlet, probably the best idea, probably the best person for the thing. Athena winning to me, I'm not gonna say it's not the best idea, but it's also it feels if I were her, I would feel like this is patronizing. I would feel like I signed an AEW contract and I had been on AEW for the last 4 years. You're gonna give me this opportunity to win this thing. I better be featured on the show from now on. Like that's just bottom line, end of story. That is it. Like, because they treated her like a sucker. And the reality is they didn't want to deal with her, I'm sure, because she is very strong, opinionated on the things that she should do and the things that been a part of. And she said during the press conference that she was humbled essentially by having to go to ROH. And I'm like, that's wild they humbled you, considering you are probably one of the better wrestlers there and have been one of the better wrestlers there for a number of years. And to think that you could have been doing what you did on ROH on actual television and probably got over it is crazy. But now, I mean, look at where you're at. But that's kind of patronizing. Yeah, let's head to the triple main event.
Um, Mercedes Moné Tony Storm was the best women's match of the weekend for like 12 hours.
It was to me, I don't think it really
I
it
was
was
whelmed.
good.
I don't
Yeah.
think I don't think it met the moment.
Yeah, that's what I would say. I was expecting more of an epic. I was expecting more drama, but I also feel like it's very little to tap into because really of because of Mercedes, and as great as Mercedes is in the ring, and I'm not saying that she's bad, she's one of the best that's ever done it. There isn't much like to really call back upon with her. There isn't any nuances or anything that really can go. She kind of literally just wrestles you until she beats you.
Yeah, like, what
And then
exactly was the psychology here? Like, I felt like there was, like, really no it was like it was like them hitting moves.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
it was like, "Yo, we hitting these moves, and we're gonna keep hitting these moves, and we're just gonna
It's
keep hitting these moves."
three storm, whatever storm drivers or
That was
whatever she called it.
crazy. That kick out was crazy. I was like,
Yeah.
"Alright, man. What are we doing here?"
Yeah. So it is what it is. And then she hits the one off the top and retains. Um Interesting what they did here. Didn't expect it. Um I don't know if been the right result, but also maybe it is.
I mean, I
Mm,
guess. I mean, I think that with Athena, you kinda set up that with Tony.
but you haven't
I
set up anybody else.
That's true. It's true. It's like they finally realized that, and like with Tony, like she's already beaten everybody. That's why they had to bring somebody up from
Yeah.
ROH, to be the new antagonist here. And I'm like, wow, you guys are like 4 years late to this.
Yeah.
Athena's been on there for like you said, like she's been there a long time.
This is her second AEW pay-per-view match. And her first one was against Jade, which shows you how long ago that was. Um, and it's just to me the lack of parity in this division. I mean, they're gonna crown new contenders, but they don't have any additional stars. They
Right.
don't have anybody else. So it remains to see. I'm wondering what Mercedes will do after this. She took the L, which is good because now you can kind of add a little bit of intrigue to these matches as opposed to her just beating everybody's ass all the time.
Uh-huh.
I also don't know what you do with Timeless Tony Storm.
No, I mean Athena. She won the thing, right?
Yeah, but I'm I'm assuming she can cash in it at any time. So I'm not. I'm assuming it isn't going to build up. It would be incredibly lame if she's like, "I'm trying to cash in it all out." Like it would be incredibly lame if she did that.
That's probably what's
Um,
gonna happen.
but also, I
Um,
think Athena is incredibly lame. So it is what it is.
uh, Kenny versus Okada. I heard this was kind of like the old niggas hooping match. I didn't see this one.
It was. I watched the highlights. I missed the first part of it. I just wanted to see the entrance. Um, see if they got really weeby with it. This was the addition of Don Callis wasn't necessary, but especially if you set the rules that any match stipulated under the Continental Championship rules cannot have interference, but then you have the nigga interfere, and then at the press conference afterwards, he was like, "If this was an actual match, he would have been fired." And I was just like, "Wasn't it?" Um, Either way, definitely old niggas hooping. Good match. Didn't blow anyone away though. I think it
Yeah.
was just the epic that it was. I probably think on any other card, this stands out more. Sometimes
Does
you
it?
can't. I think so. I think if they have this on All Out, it probably stands out more. You can't sandwich these between the two biggest matches of and AEW of all time. This essentially was an exhibition match. I mean, yes, it was for the unified championship, but nigga, what has been the Continental Championship? What has been the international championship? No one gives a fuck about that shit.
Yeah.
This was less about the championship and more about the matchup itself. They planned the match eons ago. They wanted Okada versus Omega. They never said like,
They had a big push too, like, it was, like, all over the shows.
yeah. But I think on any other card, this being sandwiched between the two kind of like epic matches that they've been promoting with the two biggest stars in the company, kind of took away from it.
Yeah. Yeah, and then the main event, Hangman Adam Page, Mox with Darby Allin, the Death Riders, the Willows, the Darbys, the fucking Swerves, the swerve of it all.
Hmm.
Adam
It was
Page
well booked. I'll say. I think it was actually well booked.
Adam Page. Why? I mean, I would fucking expect it to be. It was an ending angle out of nowhere. Like ends every. My question is like, what? How out of nowhere when Adam Page had nothing to do with the storyline 6 months ago? It was all Darby. How
he
does this
wasn't even
ending
really. He wasn't even really on a great trajectory like
at
6 months
all
ago.
at all to do this? How is he
He
once
looked.
again the main? How is he once again the main character, Mills?
I guess because he's the main character because the fans wanted it and Tony
That's what
was
I'm
a big
saying.
fan.
Their fans think he is.
Yeah.
As far as, like, who I think will actually make this company, like, better and make money and shit, I don't think it's him, I think it's actually Darby.
Yeah. No, it's not. It's not Adam Page at all. Um, they haven't really found that secondary money. To be honest with you, I think it's MJ. I mean, MJF was probably someone who should be champion. Um, but you gotta get to the Hangman Adam Page of it all before you kind of like do that. But I don't know. But he's here. Um,
What's next for him? MJF?
probably Osprey or some bullshit like that.
It's
Osprey was like,
MJF, right?
it's got to. I mean, to me, it should be MJF. Um, Maybe even I wouldn't even say Bobby's not. Bobby not jobbing to shit, nigga. Um, but yeah, I'm not really. I don't really know. I don't know who's the next big heel. It's MJF, kind of. MJF's not even really a heel. Um, I don't know. They should do. Where's all out? Oh wait, no. Forbidden Door is next.
Yeah, Forbidden Door, it's not gonna be a title match on that, right?
Well, probably. It
I don't
probably
fucking
will.
know. You know what? It's
Who's
not
in
up
New
to me to
Japan? Who's in New Japan, nigga?
I don't even know that either. It's not up to me to fucking figure this shit out. They'd put the title on the nigga. They'll figure it out. It'll probably be an all-star tag or some shit in fucking
Yeah.
Forbidden Door. I don't fucking know, man.
Gay
Like,
Kid versus
I just know that, like, we saw what happened
Ishii.
last time with him, as the champ. We saw what happened last time. It would behoove them to not make the same mistakes last time, but I think that it's just so funny that, like, he's the guy who practically started the trajectory that led to Mox having to be the champion again,
Yeah.
and now he's got it back, and it's like, "Alright, well, we'll see what he does with it."
Yeah, I'm not sure what they're gonna do for Forbidden Door, but here we are. Um Forbidden Door's pretty. I mean, they'll figure it
Whatever.
out. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just Tony booking his favorite shit.
Well,
Um
uh, Saturday night's
All
main
In
event.
was yeah, All In was solid. I mean, it is what it is. Saturday night's main event. Um
Why do people keep thinking like this show is supposed to be like a PLE level thing?
Yeah, I
I
was
keep
confused of the like, I can't believe they put on Saturday night's main event after this. I was like, nigga, it's not. This
it's
shit's like Battle of the Belts, but on.
it's like it's literally a network commitment they have to do
Yeah,
every quarter. Like what why do y'all expect this
you
to
don't.
be?
Yeah, you don't expect much of Saturday night's main. No one
Yeah, like
expects much of Saturday night's main
it's
event.
so it's and I guess it's just for the TikTokers who like just love to react to things like
Yeah,
dramatically. But it's like, come on, guys. Like it's not for us. It's for like the people who like don't watch it every fucking week. You know what
yeah.
I mean? And so
But
like
also, it's a TV special. It's not a PLE. It's not anything major. It's legitimately a TV special. So I'm not. The fact it was on and next to this, and people were like incredibly down on this. People was like, it's not selling tickets. It's not you know, it's not moving very well. It's interesting to see. And of course, he got All In was might surpass 25,000. I'm like, nigga, this is their bit. They pulled out every gun they had for that show.
huh?
WWE sold 13,000 tickets for a four-match card with Goldberg on it. So,
And be clear, the attraction was Goldberg. It
yes.
wasn't any of the that's why there were so few matches on the show. The attraction was him. And I also legitimately think they had to, like, make up time for that because, Seth got hurt, and that's gonna take us to our next news point is that
Yeah.
Seth Rollins, seemingly injured himself, at Saturday Night's Main Event. They have been, Meals, very, very hush hush, very quiet on what exactly is going down with him. I think for a lot of reasons. One being how he factors into the storylines. He is, I mean, by far the de facto number one heel in the company right now.
Yeah.
Um, and everything he does kind of matches up to people not only on SmackDown but on Raw also. Uh, he was defeated by LA Knight, and I gotta hats off to Seth for just even being like, you know what, just have LA beat me.
Yeah.
That's some leadership shit. That actually that means a lot. Um, but what do you think? What do you think, Mills? I mean, anything more serious than than just a small sprain or a tear is pretty catastrophic for the fall and winter for WWE.
I don't think it was a tear. I don't think it was anything. I don't think it's I think it's major because again, this is the recurring knee that has happened so many different times at this point, especially even early last year. You had to get work on it pretty much later last year. Missed a bunch of time for it, but eventually made it up. But the mere fact, I mean, I watched the videos. It's not that he was able to walk on his own power, but he was still able to kind of like walk and put a little weight on it, which is probably a better situation for it. I think the mere fact they're keeping it hush hush is for the surprise of it all. Or like, okay, how can we kind of incorporate this into a storyline? We don't necessarily want to say 6 to 9 months and everyone's waiting at fucking WrestleMania for this nigga to show up again. I think they've been keeping it hush hush because he is money in the bank and because he does have that surprise factor to him that can immediately illuminate a show. So I think we have that to look forward to. But Seth being out, he was the person, and you can tell with Triple H book shows because Triple H book shows like when he was Triple H, he was definitely the for Monday Night Raw. He carried the show.
Yeah.
The segments he was in, he usually opened the show. He usually closed the show. There's usually some sort of through point of him backstage throughout the entire show. He definitely was a major part during the show, and it's great that they're able to like kind of like pivot a little bit. Not even really pivot, but they decided last night, and we'll talk about it on Patreon.
The pivot came at the right time, I think.
Yeah,
I'll say
yeah,
the pivot came at the right time because of what happens next, and I don't think he was going to be involved in whatever happened next anyway.
hmm
But it was the right time for a pivot. I think that with Liv's injury and Seth's injury and Chad Gable's injury, like they've been kind of dealt a really shitty hand.
yeah.
But I think that they rebounded quite well in the past week with everything that they've shown. But then we get to the Goldberg Gunther match. Goldberg he was 50 in his 50s for sure.
I mean, yes, he was. I noticed from the moment he stepped out. Well, first of all, shout out to Ernest the Cat Miller.
Shout out to Ernest Miller, shout out to, Doug Dillinger, like,
Brought back on legends to walk with him down to the ring. I thought that
that
was an
was hard,
incredibly nice
man.
touch.
That was hard, yeah,
Uh,
that was
uh,
really cool.
however, it's clear once I saw that big shit on his knee, I was like, "Oh, he is not." He is not of sound. He's doing this because he has a commitment to do this, but he really shouldn't be doing this. Um, but props to him because I think one thing I'll say about Goldberg, I said about it last week on the show, is that he understands that the moment is bigger than him.
Yeah,
So when people are complaining about Goldberg and like, "Oh my god, why is he on the show? Why is he taking up this much time? Why is he doing this?" He's not really doing it for him. I mean, he wants to have this last match, but he understands what Goldberg represents and kind of wants to end the story that way. He's doing it for the people in Atlanta. He's doing it for the people that, came up with him. He's doing it for he wants to send off similar to legends that have had send-offs past then, but he's also doing it because of all the kids who really looked up to him and all the adults who look up to him. Like
yeah,
Goldberg is a massive figure, and I think they did a great job in like selling it, putting him in peril. They gave him the best opponent that he could be in the ring with.
yeah, he did, they did. I think in Gunther, he knows how to sell and hit those spots, like, the no selling of the chop was just a awesome moment. That's probably my favorite moment in the match. I
Yeah,
loved that
same.
so much. That was so good. It took you back to WCW a little bit. And I like the jackhammer spot too. It was safe. It wasn't like the Taker match or whatever.
Mhm.
Like it looked good. For all intents and purposes, a lot better than it should have been. And I
I
think
agree.
because you had a professional in there with him, and you had somebody that was younger, considerably younger, and that could control the match the way that
There
he
was
should have.
there was conversation that maybe went longer than it should have because of the Seth injury. Um, and maybe it added a little bit more time to it. But I also feel like I'm not sure how much of the speech they actually wanted to get off. Uh,
Yeah.
but
Digital shorts are a thing.
yeah, and you know what? It was a great match for a great retirement match, a great playing of the hits. It kind of reminds you what Goldberg was and who he is and what he's all about. Again, it showed the dominance of Gunther, who is in this current reign and doing amazing things. Um, I think it was just again, if you watch the show, I would just watch it for this match. It's
Yeah.
everything is building up to this match, and I think they did a great job at like catering an event towards a superstar like him. Um, you know, he did an amazing job. So
Yep.
I'll just say that
Then
I'm a
we get
fan.
to then we get to, Evolution Sunday night. What a
Boy,
show.
man, the build up to this, you would have thought that the fucking H was on crack. You would have thought he hates the women. Nothing has got enough build. Nothing has built up to this moment. What is EO versus Rhea Ripley? They haven't even built this up to this point. I'm just like, bruh, it's EO Sky versus Rhea Ripley. If they booked, I said it last week, if they booked Okada versus Omega, you don't say, nigga, where to build at. You say, I'm in the building for that shit. Like, fuck that. This is an amazing show. Atlanta got one. Shout out to my friends who were there who apparently did not get home until late last night because 10 minutes after Evolution let out, Beyonce let out. And everyone's just trapped in the streets with cowgirls and all these other things trying to order $120 Ubers to get home. So, um, but overall, um, I think it was a great pay-per-view. I think H is very there's a lot of online critique about like, hey, we would love to see older generation. I mean, the women nodded from previous generations, and I think H has pretty much stayed true to the course of like, we don't want this event to kind of just be a constant nostalgia thing. There are a lot of women on this card. There are a lot of advancement, women who should be advanced, women who should be in roles, women who should be in opportunity. We're going to sprinkle it in. We're going to give you Nikki Bella and Trish Stratus on this card. But ultimately, we want to promote the Stephanie Vaquers and Lash Legends, Jade Cargills, JC Janes, Jordan Graces. we want to show the depth of the women's division that we have currently. Well, we can also give a nod to the past. They can show up and say like, "Hey, we're supporting them," but they don't necessarily have to be in the ring. Um, I thought it was a great overall. One of the things I'll also say, sorry if I'm going long on this, but one of the things I'll also say is that I love these events with kind of like a purpose beneath the event, like when it's more than bigger than actual wrestling of the show. And I think that was the air around this Evolution event. It's the air around, depending on how you feel, a lot of the overseas, the Saudis, the Parises, the Backlash San Juan, a lot of these other things where you feel like it's a celebration of something bigger than just wrestling. It's a celebration of women, it's a celebration of other things. They had Maybelline as a sponsor. They had everything as all these women kind of like come through and do outreach in Atlanta for women as well. It just felt bigger than that. Felt bigger than the attendance number. Felt bigger than the just names on a card. And yeah, best PLE of the year in my opinion.
Yeah, it was the best Billy of the year to me. I think that again, this show is not only just like indicative of how far the women have come, but in the 4 years since, how much they've, for lack of a better term, evolved since then. That's why I'm really a fan of it being like every 3 or 4 years because you want to see what changed. You know what I mean? Like it's a
Hmm.
drastically different roster of women this time. And then 4 years from now, it'll be maybe the four horsewomen in that Nikki Bella spot, right? And then it'll
Yeah.
be the Rhea Ripley's, Bianca Belairs, Io Skies in that kind of, elder statesman role, right? And with your Stephanie Vickers, your Julias, you know what I mean? Your, Kiana James, all that stuff, and coming up at that point, right?
Hmm.
Um, I thought every match to me had purpose and hit way harder than I expected it to. I mean, the triple threat was fantastic. The way that it ended was just so like World of Sport wrestling type shit. Like
Yeah.
Becky's great, Bailey's great. Lyra Valkyrie is she's making a case, Meals, for something in the top of
It'll
our
probably
of the lists.
It'll probably break out or most improved or something along those lines. Like, I just think overall as a character and presence on the show, she has improved. She
Like
is she has meant something here. She's meant as much as she was and even in NXT when she was champion, it feels like she means more here, which is something I didn't predict.
yeah, it's great. She's great. You had like the tag match was what it was, but again, like that was really just a setup to show you just how great they love Sol Ruka. I
Yeah.
I I they love Sol Ruka, all right?
Shout out
Like,
shout out to the interview last week. If you haven't checked it out on YouTube, please do.
hey, 15 minutes and out, we did it. Um, Sol Ruka got some of the biggest spots. Charlotte took everybody's offense, all right?
Charlotte
Charlotte
said,
glowing,
"I'm out here to have fun."
she glowing different. Look what happens when you don't have her next to a title, you
But
know?
here's the thing, I felt like this is what she to me enjoyed being cheered so much, and I think ultimately that's what she's wanted, right?
What
I
she
think
should do and agree to things that will get her cheered.
but my thing is, I thought at the end of her last run before she got the knee surgery, she was on that route because she was doing the tags with Shotzi, and she wasn't in the championship picture, but she was getting there. I think it would eventually lead to Bianca versus Charlotte at some point. Um, but she was building up to it. Um, this Alexa Bliss thing, I feel like it's it takes a lot of she's pulling back a lot, but she's also showing a little bit more colors that she has, rather than I'm the queen and the queen speaks and everyone shuts up. Like, show more of that. You know what I'm saying? Show more things with intention. Show more things with compassion. Show more things with vulnerability. And I think that's what she managed to accomplish in this match. It was fantastic. It was just good. Shout to Charlotte.
Yeah, she looked great, and I want to see the rest of this kind of unfold with her and
Yeah.
Shotzi, or not her and Shotzi, her and Alexa. And then you had what was after that tag match? Sorry,
Tiffany versus
Tiff-
Trish.
Tiffany Stritch, which was a 8 minute sprint that I did not expect to be like that fucking good. That shit
Yeah.
was really really good.
It's like they told him that 8 minutes. She was like, "All right, well, shit. I'll make it do what it do." Again, you showing Tiffany Strand's that girl right now, and she, no offense, she beat up Trish, but Trish Stratus, just how far she has come up. We watched Trish when she first came, and you really see her in her element standing up. My favorite part, and it wasn't even a favorite part, I just laughed about it. When the match ended and Tiffany was celebrating, and the ref said, "All right, bitch, get out of the ring."
You know, yeah, she's like, "Get out the ring." She's like, "This ain't your moment." Like, she
Yeah.
gotta get she needs
I
her time
truly
to
do believe H loves Trish. Like, he just loves he knows what she's capable of, understands the history of her, knows what she can do in the ring and what she lends to a program. Like, so that moment where it was like it's time for her to get her standing ovation as a legend, perfect.
Yeah, yeah. We also had the battle royale, which I thought was one of the best battle royales I've seen in a while. It was really,
Battle
really good.
It was good. I did not expect, of course, Nikki Bella to be eliminated as she was by Lash Legend,
I was
of all
shocked.
people.
I
I
was
was
shocked,
shocked.
but also it made me realize, Meals, that I was like, "Oh, they're not going for what we thought they were going for with her," right?
I
Where
thought
it
it
was
was
like, "Oh,
classy. I thought it was very classy. It's like, you know
yeah,
what?
she's not there to take a spot. She's not there to take a spot." And from what it looks like to me, it looks like her and Steph are gonna probably be a thing going into SummerSlam, huh?
Yes. Yes,
Yeah.
that's what it looks like. Unless she turns on Steph, I don't know. It could happen. You never
Uh,
know.
I don't
Um,
I don't think she wants to get booed right now. I don't think she wants to get booed.
yeah, that's true. But still just a great moment for Vaquer, great moment for Lash Legend and ATL. Um,
What a what
great
a
m
what a promo from Stephanie too, and and both Stephanies.
Oh, yeah. I just wanna in Spanish, I just wanna speak a little bit of
They
the language.
they love Stephanie Vaquer in that company. Since it has been
Absolutely.
a year, and look at where she's at. I'm wondering, my thing is, like, how long is it going to take them to put a title on her? I don't know. I don't know what it's gonna look like, but I'm wondering what that's gonna look like when they put the title on her.
I agree. I
How
mean,
long do we have to wait?
she's gonna have a great partner if they choose to continue with this, but we'll get to that. Um, we jump past the NXT Women's Championship match between JC Jane and Jordan Grace. Kind
Oh,
of
with
a
Blake Monroe.
a part two to the previous night tag match to kind of end the Great American Bash. Again, it was a great tag match to end the show. Blake Monroe wins that tag match, but then costs Jordan and Grace this match.
Mhm.
What's your kind of like thoughts? What do you think about this?
She looks she's so much better as a heel. I never bought the face turn for a moment. I was like, "You gotta make her face when she comes in." Her winning the tag match, but then going against Jordan kind of makes it so that she gets a title shot down the line. But
Hmm.
also, they're playing the long game with Jordan because they also have the TNA thing coming up. So if I'm NXT, if I'm Sean, and if I'm the creative guys over at TNA, I would have Masha beat JC. I'd have that happen
Mm,
and introduce Masha into NXT and have the Masha Jordan match, and then
mhm.
have Blake win it after that. I think they're doing a really cool. They're basically building a really good rivalry between Blake Moreau and Jordan Grace. I think I'm not mad at that at all. I think that what's been missing in that division right now, since Julia, since Stephanie, since all, is like a consistent rivalry that is stretched across kind of like the months here. Like the
Yeah,
last one we really had was Julia and Roxanne, and Lola and Jada. We haven't really
yeah.
had like a consistent rivalry since then.
Do you think Blake Monroe will be a one and done, or do you think she's in it until at least like stand and deliver at least?
She's in it till next year. I'd say strap in. She's in it for the long haul.
Okay.
But the thing is, she wants to learn. She wants
Yeah.
to learn. She wants to be there. So I can't be mad at that.
We also had Jade versus Naomi no holds barred match. Um, I personally, again, I'm very critical of Jade, and I feel like an asshole for it
Extremely critical of Jade.
because to me, it was good, but it felt like Naomi a bunch of offense and then the ending spot that kind of came, and it felt like they were just moving from spot to spot. And I feel like with these no hold bars matches, you should be again. This is my only critique. You have to sell, sell it all. You're getting blown up by an announce table, you're getting things, like, give it a moment to do what it's
You know what would
supposed to
be funny?
do.
I hate that I'm even joining in on this misogyny, this misogynoir,
What? Not on
but
Evolution, no.
but,
Please no.
um but, I do think her selling be funny 'cause the way she sells it, she just close her eyes.
Yeah. She not a great seller, and I'm just like, co
Uh,
like
her only sell is close her eyes, bruh. Not even like wince in pain, like, she just close.
yeah, like, sell it like someone really hit you in the ribs, like, I know, you know, my thing what I don't even wanna say what I wanna say,
Yeah,
but
don't.
my thing is that what I was gonna say was, I feel like because she's Jamaican, she doesn't really wanna sell.
Oh my god, are you serious?
Yeah, because she's Jamaican, real bad man don't sell. But
Oh my god, this motherfucker is crazy.
but
It was a really good match. I think it's probably one of the best matches she's had here.
yeah,
Um,
but, it showed to me, it just showed, like, again, there are levels to this, and she still has quite a bit to go. Like, that's what it showed to me at the end of the day, because I can't to me, the nuances and stuff of it matter. If we doing a street fight, if we doing no holds barred, I wanna see pain, I wanna feel pain, you know what I'm saying? I don't want Jade to just get up when it's over and just start flexing. You know what I'm saying?
oh my god.
I'm
Okay.
sorry, I'm sorry,
Alright, yeah,
I'm
yeah,
sorry.
the misogynoir
N
is
it's no
crazy.
massage no massage noir, you know what I'm saying?
You fucking cis pig.
That's just my thing, that's just my thing. I want sell a little bit more. Ricky Starks looked like he ran through a damn, roof.
Well, what's your thoughts on that with Ricky,
Ricky and
losing
Ethan was
again?
great.
What
Ricky losing,
yeah,
I don't know. I could see the fork in the road going either way for Ricky, to be honest with you.
okay. I
Um,
think they need to stop forcing Jasper Troy. That's my personal thoughts.
hmm. Jasper
I I
Troy,
he's a never was.
if Vince was here, he'd be like already up there.
Cool, man. Leave me the fuck alone though.
I
Like,
I
I
don't I don't hate Jasper Troy, but it's clear they're like trying to Von Wagner him, you know? Like
he is like the, Mario Judah of big men. He's the Mario Judah of big men. I swear when I see him on my TV, I get irrationally angry. Can they send this
Why?
nigga to Evolve? I hate his look. I hate the chains. I'm like, "You're just Abyss, but black, bruh. Like,
Yeah,
leave me alone."
it's Black Abyss for sure.
He is Mario Ju "I see you, nigga.
They're
Don't
gonna give him a tag
run
team
from
partner. They're
me,
absolutely
my
gonna give
nigga."
they're gonna give him a tag team partner. I guarantee you. They're gonna Von Wagner him.
Whatever.
Sean must love him. Sean must love him. Like I like
Sean
him.
don't love big niggas.
I
Like,
don't
what are you
know.
talking about? Look at all the niggas he puts on the show. He
Hey
don't love
man.
big niggas.
The biggest nigga is the world champion over there. So um
Yeah, he black.
there you go.
Real black.
Main event.
Seth just posted something.
What do you say?
It's the Seth Rollins show. He's gonna be Rich Eisen tomorrow. So I'm guessing we're gonna find out what happened with
Oh,
him.
okay. I thought he was starting a podcast. I was like, another one, nigga? Come on.
Also, Goldberg, it was
Yeah,
on Hawani. He said that he would have preferred a PLE for his last match,
I'm sure he
but
would have.
he's a mark. But he was happy to face Gunther. Said he had a good time and said he wasn't happy about being cut off, but he said he can talk more in 2 weeks. I'm guessing that's when his contract is up. Um,
He always gonna find something, but it is what it is.
yeah,
Like
main
I agree with him in that it would have been great if it was a PLE, but nigga, there wasn't any PLEs, nigga. You wanna go to Saudi or not? You wanna go to New
main
Jersey or not?
main event: Rhea Ripley, Io Sky.
Whew.
Wait, what
Come
more
on,
can we say that hasn't been
come
said
on, man.
already here?
Come on, man.
Instant fucking classic between Rhea and Io here. Again, poetic in the sense that these two know each other so well. The amount of counters here reminds me of like one those really good like HBK Triple H matches or like an Ibushi Nakamura of just the brutality
Right.
and just the knowing of all of them. I think these are probably the 2 best women in the world right now,
Absolutely.
With Io edging Rhea by a margin. I will
12
say by a
hours,
margin.
nigga. 12 hours. Hold on, hold on. Let me I don't know if you saw the post show, but I'll give Biggie statements right here.
One that will often break your heart. It will disappoint you. It will sometimes have you questioning why you still watch wrestling. Nights like tonight remind you, they make you feel something. I damn near broke out in tears watching that match out here. I'm telling you, watching it at home, I'm sure it was an incredible experience. Being here was a spiritual experience. We saw two women put their bodies on the line. We saw two of the very best at their craft give everything. That I'm telling you, match of the year. We're talking about their WrestleMania match and how incredible that triple threat was. Put this match up against anything you'll see all year. This, these two women. We're
You
gonna talk
said
about
nigga.
Naomi, but let us put our hands together. Let us stand on our feet and salute you, Rhea Ripley. Thank you for what you did here tonight. Thank you, EO Sky, for your dedication to your craft. Thank you for giving your all. Thank you for your sweat. Thank all the things these women sacrifice every single night. What they did here tonight, they left us with something truly special that I will not forget for a very, very long time.
Tell the Biggie nigga, Biggie doing fine.
Yeah, he doing all right.
Yeah, that was. I mean, that took all the words out of my mouth,
I
including like, tell him nigga.
I think that again, they did this in April, and they did it again. Like, what more proof do you need that these are the 2 best wrestlers in the world?
in
You know what
in
I
the
mean? Like,
world, in the
I
fucking world, bro.
I think it just it defies. I saw somebody complaining, and we're going a little bit ahead here. I saw someone complain on TikTok, and I said this to you, Meals, where it's just like, I can't believe Rhea gets another title shot. Who gives a fuck? Who cares? How many times Stone Cold get title shots, bruh?
Nigga, it's just gonna happen, bro.
She's the most popular. This is why, because she's the best that they got. She's
Like,
a star. You guys, I think people don't understand what a star is, bro. I don't think people
nah, because they
understand what
watch AEW. No offense, but like,
they
they
don't
be
understand what a
watching it
star is,
and
bro.
you'll be fooled to think that any of these motherfuckers deserve the same thing that some of these motherfuckers deserve, nigga. You'll think that, no offense, this is not meant to be a shot at AEW, but they sit
Nah, make
there
it a shot. Make it a
and they
shot.
tell you that Julia can defeat Chris Statlander and that Julia deserved it. You know what I'm saying? They sit
Yeah.
here and they put it to you, and then that Megan Bain gets this one shot, and then it's kind of like over with. They sit here and play in your face. They told you Athena didn't mean shit
Yeah.
by not showing her. And the one time they showed her, she lost to Mercedes. Her first loss in thousands of days. She shows up on TV and loses. And then they play in your face and say, hey, no, she's going to win this Casino Gauntlet Battle Royal. And she's supposed to be our next AEW Women's World Champion. Why? Why is she supposed to be the world champion? She's never on the show. She has done nothing of note. She has been on ROH where you either need $10 or a YouTube subscription to watch the shit.
Yeah.
There's nothing there. And you'll be fooled. And you will sit there and you'll be like, how come this person isn't getting a shot? And how come this person isn't getting a shot? How come this person isn't getting a shot? It's because they not the best.
Mhm.
It's very this division is different. This division is not the same thing as all the other divisions that you watch where everybody can line up and get a shot when they get whacked by Mercedes. This shit ain't that, bro. It's
Mhm.
Io Sky, it's Rhea Ripley, it's Naomi, it's Bailey, it's Becky, it's Lyra. This shit is
It's the
different.
best. I'm sorry, it's not even comparable no more meals. I wish people that like there's talent. I really like Chris Statlander. I think Willow's cool.
Come on down, Chris.
Yeah,
The water's
you
fine.
need to bring your ass home.
Bring your ass.
I think that there's shit, I mean, Anna Jay, nah, I can't say that either. It's this division is just different, bro. It's the best of all time.
Sol Ruka, Zarya, Charlotte Flair, Alexa Bliss, Roxanne Perez, Asuka, Kyrie Sane, Raquel Rodriguez. That was the fucking undercard.
Yeah.
You know what
Any
I'm
of them
saying?
could have main evented if they could have.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just different. It really is. And they're gonna play with you again in a month at Forbidden Door when a bunch of other people you've never seen on TV is getting title matches, and the shit is better than the shit you see on, AEW television. They don't let women develop in AEW. They don't give them a chance to be great like this.
Mm.
You know what I'm
Mm.
saying?
Mhm.
So don't uh, all this took time. Rhea Ripley shit took time. Yes, Rhea Ripley, she's a force on television, but she's there for a reason. She's one of the most popular people. The shit blows off the top when Rhea Ripley comes out. Every time. When Willow Nightingale comes out, you might get a smattering of some shit. You might get a woohoo. You might get one of them. But it's not gonna be like it is when Rhea Ripley comes out. It's just different. I'm not even saying that one is completely better, but to be frank, it is. But it's just different. So Io Sky and Rhea Ripley have a classic in the main event. And then they said, what H said? He did the LeBron meme. He's like, you know what? Let's give him two more. After that, give him 2 more minutes after that. Naomi cashes in the most surprising moment of the year. Nigga, we had not called this at all.
No, yeah, no, we didn't call. We all thought that Jay was getting or Tiffany could get cashed in on that night.
And it
Yeah.
was gonna be the big three triple threat, and we're gonna figure that out. Naomi coming in because Raw's missing its top heel and Liv Morgan. And they say, you know what, Naomi, we need you on Netflix. And Naomi answered the fucking call. And she cashed in and she won that women's world championship. And it was one of the best moments of the year. And she is one of the best heels of the year. She kicks off Raw. Naomi kicked off Monday Night Raw, nigga. Come on, man. And motherfuckers want to be in my face telling me, like,
Oh,
yo,
I was wondering where this was going. Go ahead.
the fucking black talent is not like, yes, nigga, they could be booked better. You know what? The world could be booked better, nigga.
Yeah, that's true.
The
We
world could be
can't
booked better
expect
for
we can't
us.
expect wrestling to reflect a ideal in a
Of
world that we don't
idealistic
live
shit
in.
that we don't fucking live in,
Yeah,
nigga.
we don't live in, yeah. Like, we
Niggas
can't
telling me
expect that.
niggas telling me, yo, he really put the Andre the Giant shit on here. As if they weren't going up when the nigga won it.
That is true.
Like, you can't people telling me about the New Day and Street Profits as if New Day did not win those tag team championships at WrestleMania, and the Street Profits did not have an incredible tag team match. Niggas telling me that NXT doesn't matter when y'all niggas watching this shit anyway, and you wish thing could be there. Niggas telling me none of them niggas will ever be Swerve Strickland. I hope and pray to God them niggas never be Swerve Strickland. I promise you. And I don't even want I chose to not make it a WWE versus AEW thing because I wanted to crystallize this thing in this vacuum of like they are doing things. Whether you want to accept it or not is on you. But they are going and say like, yes, these are the talent that we have. There are only like 8 people on the main roster, 8 black people on the main roster, and they all winning titles, bro. Like people saying it's disingenuous to say, oh, they're doing something with these people. It's disingenuous to say that they're not doing shit in front of your own eyes. It's disingenuous to say, like, yeah, they won it, but they weren't shit.
Yeah.
I'm like,
That is
how you
crazy. It
spelling
is
that?
crazy to see people say like, "Yeah, they got that, but that don't matter." I'm like, "Wait,
Yeah.
what?"
Again, the same people who crystallized Booker T's entire career to a night in 2003. The
Yeah, yeah.
same the same people who want more for Carmelo Hayes. He wins the thing. Yes, he hasn't been booked, but that's probably because the Miz shit. Miz had to go do some shit. They pull back the entire storyline essentially, and they're probably gonna have to start something new, to be honest with you. But niggas clamored for our truth, and then a nigga was in my comments was like, Ron Killings. I know you're not talking about Ron Killings. I was like, nah, you niggas are not.
That was a
Y'all niggas,
crazy one. That was a crazy part because niggas was going up for fucking our truth not too long ago, and they was calling me mean. They was
the
calling me mean.
bruh, this shit means something. All of this means something. Big or small, it could be better, but it's they're still doing things. And the
Well,
mere
the thing
fact,
is that we don't approach these things from we don't approach these things from a performative lens like a lot of people
yeah,
do. So I think
or
that's like a
even an
big
entitled
difference.
lens as well. Like it's
Yeah. Like I think the major part of that is like we we kind of, I mean, we watch this shit, you know what I'm saying? But we also understand like it's like you said, there's levels to all of this. You know what I mean? Like it's like we can't just look at it as a black or white issue. You know what I mean? Like it is a, and I mean, for somebody stupid thinks that I mean people, I mean like the actual topic, right?
Yeah.
Like we don't look at it in a black or white issue. We look at it as like as it is what it is. Like we are approaching the show from the angle of this is what we're presented and this is what we see. Do I think the company is patently racist? Not from what I see on TV. Okay,
No.
not from what I know of people who work there and who know people that work there think. You know what
Bianca
I
ain't
mean? Like
working there if them niggas is racist, bro.
that is true. Like not none of that.
Montez for sure not working there if niggas is racist.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. And I think that again, you have to look at this situation in the sense of how it is being created, what we're seeing in front of us. And I think that people are like, well, obviously he was. Somebody's told you like, obviously he's looking at it online and he's seeing, you know, that the what is it, the fan reactions. I'm like, sure, like everyone does. Do I think Triple H honestly should fucking stop looking
Yeah.
online all the time? But
Yeah.
at the end of the day, that doesn't mean that he's not putting out a product at times that is really good. I was at a party over the weekend and somebody that is there, me and Pat were there, and he was just like, you know, I started watching again and he was asking me my thoughts on AEW and Triple H, stuff like that. And I was like, well, here's the thing about Triple H. And we say this on the show all the time, Meelz. It's like he's going to give you what you want, just not when you want it.
Yeah.
Right? He's going to give it to you. And that's a detriment, but it's also a strength of his because when he does, you get moments like Rhea and Io. You get moments like Naomi. You get moments like these are things that have been built up for a year. You know what I mean? And the Naomi storyline is what Meelz more almost a year and change going.
Well,
So
I mean, her since her return, she has returned. Listen,
two
she
years
walked out
now.
of the company. She returned, and now she is world champion.
But ultimately, like you, I think that what makes it strong, like I don't think Triple H's last 7 months have been the strongest at all.
Yeah.
We've had a lot of criticism towards it, a lot of criticism towards WrestleMania. Do I think that there's been attempts to right the ship in the past 1-2 months? Yes. Should I will give him as much flowers as I'll take away those flowers. Am I mad at Jelly Roll? Why the fuck would I be mad at something they do all the time?
Yeah.
That's so strange to me. Like, and it doesn't seem like it's gonna be like a Travis Scott thing again, right? Who gives a
Right.
shit? You don't have to watch that. I don't know why so many people now have made it so that wrestling cannot allow outsiders there. Is that not strange to you? Like a large part of why wrestling became popular is the outsiders, is the people bringing audiences in. You guys will like get so excited for Metro Boomin to be there, but you guys don't want him to interact with it other than making music for the show. You know what I mean? Like some people get in the ring, it happens all the Mr. T. These niggas would have hated Mr. T Meals. They would have hated Mr. T being on the show. Am I wrong? Like it's crazy like how much stuff is like a legitimate problem with the company and how much stuff is not a legitimate problem that people are making such because they want to create a narrative. And I know this has to do with the evolution, but I think in the larger scheme of things, evolution is it's a feature, not a bug. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
it's a
Right.
part of
Right.
it's a part of what is good about what's going on right now is that they brought it back. You know what I mean? They brought it back and it succeeded. And I think that as a whole, it is a successful thing.
Absolutely. Listen, we went long. Let's just give it to him for free.
Yeah. Let's do
It's
it. Let's go to
let's
Raw.
yeah, let's just go to Monday Night Raw because we gone long. Next week, Patreon, we got you. But yeah, this has gone long. But we had to get some shit off our chest, and it's a big weekend and Love Island. Um,
I thought this was a really great Raw. No answers on Seth Rollins yet.
no,
None. No answers
which
on
is
Seth
good.
Rollins.
It was
We don't know what's
intriguing
going.
at least.
Yeah, at the very least, very intriguing. But I think that it's we're gonna have to find something out soon because I know we need to figure out what's happening with my guy. It's leading me to think that it's not as serious as it is, but like we said earlier in the show, they're trying to leave a surprise factor for this whole thing. So,
Hmm.
um, show starts with Naomi coming out and cutting a really funny promo.
is she's in her element. She's in her bag. She is moving. She says, Bianca and Jade, fuck them niggas. I'm leaving y'all in the dust and moving to Monday Night Raw. So she is officially a member of Monday Night Raw, which is good because it's definitely consistent with what they say. The
See,
championships are locked.
it seems like LA is on Raw as well now.
Yeah.
Good look for him. I think that
Who you trading?
well, you kind of should probably trade. You should probably trade. You should probably trade Penta to SmackDown
I
and
agree.
Jimmy to Raw to be with Jay.
I don't know, Jimmy.
Jimmy's going to go because Naomi's on Raw. So the Usos are
But
back.
if Jimmy get off the wagon again, yeah, then maybe. But let's try it out because Jimmy, I don't know if you saw. I think you saw Smack. Jimmy working.
Yo, he
Jimmy
got a
working.
bag.
He got a
Jimmy got
bag.
a bag. Jay ain't working like Jimmy working.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
I'm like, bro, Jimmy doing shit on the apron. He doing whispering the winds into off the rope. I'm like, he really showing that he deserved, some of that love. But I
Jay
think
pulled
also
up, did a super kick, and said, "You know what, nigga, run that music back." That's his move. That's his finishing move, nigga. To run it back.
I I did think that it would probably be Usos and Jacob versus the MFT anyway. So
Okay,
that makes sense
I
to
can see
me.
that. I can see that.
My only thing is like if Jacob's on his own against the MFT, then
SummerSlam
just
is
don't.
such an interesting card.
It's damn near filled out, huh?
Yeah, but it's also like I didn't expect none of these niggas to be doing the thing that they doing on this card. I'm gonna keep it a bug with you. Like I look at the card, the only thing I had a lock was Cena versus
Cena
Cody.
and Cody, yeah.
But the fact that it's Tiffany versus Jade,
Yep.
Randy Orton and Jelly Roll versus Drew McIntyre and Logan Paul, Gunther versus Punk, Naomi, Rhea Ripley, EO, Becky versus Lyra. Becky versus Lyra, could have set my watch to. But
Yeah.
yeah, it's definitely something. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely something.
It's a good little remix to WrestleMania to show where people are. Like
Yeah,
if you
yeah.
were to look at that Mania card and then go to this card, you'd be like, wait, what?
Like,
You'd be
what?
like,
Tiffany
how did
versus
this
who? Jade?
how did Jade Cargill go up? How'd she level up
Yeah,
so fast?
yeah. It was
Becky
crazy.
and Lyra. Well, I think we could have guessed that Becky and Lyra were gonna feud. I think
Yeah,
that was
yeah,
one of the first things we said when she came
yeah,
back.
yeah.
Um, but I
I'm
thought
sure
Lyra
that's
was
the
gonna
first
turn.
thing Becky said when she came back. She was like, "I want it to lead up to SummerSlam."
I thought Lyra was gonna turn though. That was my thing. Um,
Maybe
but
Bailey turns.
I don't want that. But I think also you kind of need it. But also,
Mm,
I think Lyra and Becky on the same team would be great. But I
I can
don't
see
know
it.
what he's doing. I think I'm glad that I don't know what the fuck he's doing.
Yeah, yeah. I agree. I agree. Um, it kicks off the show to essentially set up the SummerSlam match. Essentially,
Yeah.
Rhea Ripley, Io Sky, Naomi, SummerSlam. It's going down. I'm like,
I
oh
can't believe
man.
she's getting another.
Hey, how come they don't put the Rusev segments on the fucking YouTube? How about
Why would they put NXT on Raw, bro?
that?
Why would they do that?
Rusev was
That's not
talking to
happening.
somebody last night. How come it's not on YouTube?
Like,
It's not in the
bro,
highlights. It's not in the
his
top 10 moments of Raw. Nothing.
his contract is definition of yeah, you don't got many dates.
He getting the most like prolonged. Think of his thing is like he'll do something. He'll take a week off. He'll do a segment backstage. He'll have a match, and that's essentially every month that has been planned with Rusev for the last 3 months. But it is
That's what
what
you
it is.
wanted. That's what niggas wanted. Just like R-Truth, bro. That's what niggas wanted.
Hey,
Speaking
that's
of
when it,
R-Truth, that fucking don't even get me started, nigga.
I listen. I heard they got short on time, so don't hold it against H. You know what I'm saying?
Fuck
Uh,
that.
I mean, he was supposed to lose any, but now you got Aleister Black as a heel. He might be kicking niggas the hard way now.
All-star tag, by the way. Did we not guess this, by the way? All-star tag on Dynamite.
Of course, they don't. Nigga,
Hangman, Mark Briscoe,
Yeah.
and Powerhouse Hobbs versus the Death Riders.
What? Isn't Hobbs in another 3-man? Alright, but they lost the titles, never mind. Or did they? I don't remember, I didn't watch the match.
No, they retained. I think the Ops retained, but
But
Briscoe
Joe
isn't
was
even in the
injured.
Ops.
But
Huh?
Joe got injured. Joe got taken out. He got stretchered.
Oh, fucking no.
I
I
don't
told you
fucking know, nigga.
The All-Star tag was coming, bro.
All-star tag, man. Well, listen, how do you feel about quick SmackDown? How do you feel about the Wyatts winning tag team title?
Uh,
Indeed, nigga. Indeed. I was about to say, nigga, give it to JC and and so
oh my! It feels like that's where it's going next. Is
yeah.
the MFT niggas? It feels like it's going back to them anyway. Um, as long as it sets up the what's their names, the you know who's, Lucha Brother. Well, I think they're leaving. So I mean, or no, Pence is coming. So I don't know. I don't know. But
It's
I would
interesting.
much I'd much rather have Penta versus, like, Andrade or something, you know what I mean? Or
Yeah.
somebody like that, that's cool. I think Penta eventually becomes the person that gets Andrade's TV minutes every week.
I'm assuming they just had to. It was like we paying these niggas. Give them the damn belts. Um
Yeah.
back to Monday though. So Monday we have that match. Then we have Raquel and Roxanne versus the Kabuki Warriors.
Mhm.
Dominic helps them retain. Dominic's also in a little bit of trouble this week.
I thought the
They,
AJ segments have been funny.
it was funny, bro. It was funny. They didn't put that on YouTube either, unfortunately. So
I
thankfully,
thought
it's not a
the
Rusev
AJ
problem.
segment, he was like, "Please, Lord." He was like, the nigga said, "Don't listen to him, Lord. Don't
Oh
listen to
my
him, Lord."
god. Good stuff, good stuff. I don't know where the Kabuki Warriors. I don't want to see the Kabuki Warriors teaming again, to be honest with you. But I know there's nothing else for them to do currently.
They should split off. I thought
Yeah,
that it would be Asuka and Steph, but I feel as though the absence of Liv is kind of screwed the pooch here in a lot of ways.
very, very true. Um, Lyra and Becky Lynch. Oh my
Buddy, bro.
god,
What's wrong with these dude? What's wrong with these women, bro?
bruh. I said on Twitter, I was like, "Am I bugging if I also think this match was better than the Saturday match?"
Bro, I think it might be the 4th best match of the weekend. I think the Battle Royal was better than Tony and Mercedes.
I was like,
It's not that I don't think they have chemistry, but they don't have chemistry.
yeah. I was like, this match was fan fucking tastic. They put on their working boots and then some. 2 out of 3 falls. Like, this is wrestling right here. This is when we talk about levels. But I thoroughly enjoyed this match. It's probably one of my match of the year candidates. Might be my TV match of the year, at
Mhm,
least.
mhm.
And that TLC is hard to top, but it's just this one is up there in my opinion. I would go out my way. I would walk, not run to go see this match. It's on
Since
Netflix.
since returning, Bailey has put her foot off in this shit
Yeah.
on some others, you know what I'm saying? She's been on
Well,
another level.
when Bailey working with workers, she
Mhm,
working.
and they love them some Lyra Valkyria, bro. If there's one
Yeah.
thing that her and Becky gonna do is
Yeah.
get her over by any
Absolutely.
means necessary.
Absolutely. Now Nikki versus Chelsea Green.
Boy.
Boy, and so we were talking about why Chelsea Green was there because she was on SmackDown, and I was essentially like, I think H trusts Chelsea with these things because she knows that she's not going to hurt her. Like, you can't put Oscar readily, you can't put Kyrie readily, you can't do any of that. You can't put Ivy right now, but you know that Chelsea Green, she go bump and jump. And listen, Nikki's brain malfunctioned.
She said, "Wait, that's not how you do that move."
Wait, I broke my neck doing that. Wait a minute, hold up, wait a minute, bitch. Um, So she gets jumped by the Secret Service, and then Stephanie Vaquer comes down. And we gotta how we gotta figure this out.
We gotta
Is
figure
this
out them shoes, bro.
we gotta figure out them shoes, boy. I tell you what,
I
she not
know
fr-
you get money. I know you got a check.
she getting money, but you can't. You said it before yourself. You can't buy taste.
Yeah.
But we can figure that out. We can figure that out. You know what I'm saying? So it's Stephanie Bella Vaquer saving Nikki Bella.
Stephanie Bella Beldasha.
Vaquer. Um, people are not sure if this opens the door for Brie yet. I hope so. I don't know. Why
We'll
not?
see. We'll
We'll
see.
see.
A lot of women on the show this
I
week. It
mean,
was
it
only
was
one. It was
women
only
until
one.
the end.
Yeah, it was only one men's show or one men's match on this whole thing. Um, the gauntlet took up the last hour of the show.
Yeah, I was like, all right, niggas.
The
All
Braun
right.
Breaker MVP game.
Yeah, yeah. How do you feel about Gunther stand up?
Goon Comedy Jam.
That's the name of the episode. Um,
Listen, I liked it. I thought it was really good. I think that he had a lot of he had a lot of really good zingers, but also it's like to me,
who's
I'm
next?
like
Ah,
we're witnessing kind of the end of his run in the next couple weeks.
yeah. He might be. Would you put him on SmackDown if he loses?
I would. I think it's time for him to move on.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, he was on SmackDown before, but now he's on Raw, but now he gonna return back to SmackDown and start killing niggas.
I honestly think he gets a long run with the WWE title, but like I think he's got better dance partners. I think people want to see that Cody match.
I
And
think
people
Cody's winning that WWE title. I think
Mhm,
Punk's winning this world title,
mhm.
and the Saudi show in the fall.
It's gonna
Wait,
be
are we
champion
having
versus
a
champion.
Saudi? Yeah, are we having the Saudi show in the fall? Because we getting
Yes.
Rumble.
Oh, yeah, we are. We're actually having an Australia show and a Saudi show, I think.
Oh, okay. So maybe the Australia show will be the big belt bitch of them all. But yes, Cody versus Punk is right there. Um, Either way, Braun Breaker comes out, and this was clearly Braun's breakout moment.
Yeah.
This
I
was the moment
loved
they were like, all right, push the button.
I loved Heyman with the bottle of water. "You need this? Drink some water, nigga." Great spears all around. They're really hammering home the he has the best spear in the game, Goldberg said so.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
the spear on Penta was great. The spear on LA Knight was great. The Jey Uso thing when they announced that it was strangely no DQ, and I said they did not say any of this
I was
before.
yeah, I was like, nigga, what? Why wouldn't there be a DQ?
But it's a regular ass match, not a no DQ match. How is it different than anything? Who turned that slider off in the
Did
game?
Penta notice?
Like exactly, Penta could have been cheated. Like he would have known. Which leads to CM Punk obviously had the shortest match of all of them of the night, but ended
Yeah,
up having the most smoke behind it. And then CM Punk beats Braun Breaker, one GTS, 1, 2, 3. He's out of there, wins the title shot against Gunther. I think here's your night one main event.
I
If
wouldn't.
I was a betting man.
I would say so myself. You know what I'm saying?
Um, and
Um,
then leads out to Steph's group or not Steph, Seth's group jumping CM Punk,
yeah.
which leads to the return of OTC one.
OTC
OTC
one,
one.
baby. What a weird fucking
If there's one person you could bet to come
Akuma's
back,
here, nigga.
if there's a note somebody you could guarantee gonna have an ugly ass shirt when he come back, it's gonna be Roman Reigns, boy.
What's your thought about Roman as Akuma and Cody as Guile?
Very interesting to have those two gone in the fall. I'll say that.
Hopefully one. If I'm assuming it's Akuma, can't be no long part, right? Not in the movie.
He is
Akuma barely
likely
there.
he's likely the top bad guy in that movie. Him and
Yeah,
Bison are likely the top bad guys in that movie. Akuma's not a good guy
yeah.
in Street Fighter, but I think it's cool. I mean, whatever. I don't know what this movie is gonna look like. I'm gonna be real with you. I have no clue.
Between that and the fucking J. Jonathan Major shit, I'm just
Nigga,
like,
I'm like, I guess,
nigga,
bro.
niggas thirsty for them rolls, boy. Thirsty for them rolls, man.
Roman
Um,
comes out, he picks
Roman,
up Bronson Reed, and then he spears, or he Superman punches Bronze Breaker out of the ring, picks up Jay, gives Punk like a nigga, I don't like you, but I'm here to
yeah,
save my mans.
the roof
And
came off, nigga.
that was a huge the crowd was just hot
Well,
all
I
around.
didn't see it coming, to be honest with you. I didn't even. I'm not. I haven't been thinking of Roman in so long, to be
They kept
honest.
saying 3 weeks, and I was like, "Oh, he's gotta be here or next," or he no, actually, I was like, "He's gotta be here tonight with 3
So,
weeks to go."
what do you think he's doing for the slam?
There's 2 directions, right?
Okay.
I wasn't too sold on him getting the Seth match. I was sold on Punk getting the Seth match, but this pivot seems to be where they wanted to go with that happening.
Mhm.
Um, or maybe they could have still did the gauntlet without Seth, maybe. But
I feel like the gauntlet is leading me to like, okay, it's Braun versus Roman.
Braun versus Roman's the big time. Um, but you have so little time, right? To build anything meaningful. So like it's not gonna be a tag match with him and Jay. Because I feel like Jay is gonna go help his brother Jimmy against the MFT.
I
Um,
mean, you could do Roman and Jay versus
Bronson and Braun.
yeah, that would be
That's
weird though.
that's an auto L right there.
Yeah, but
But
it's
also
like but it's the two
but
most
also
over niggas, you know what I'm
but
saying?
you come to terms with the fact that like that Roman, no matter what in SummerSlam Meals, he's not main eventing any of those nights.
No, he's not. So he's gonna have to reserve to the. I might as well do the tag match with the most over nigga in the company. To be
Exactly.
honest with you.
Exactly. And then open the show. And then I get to go
Yeah,
home.
yeah, yeah.
My theory, my prediction, my want, my need is whatever Roman does, it's on night 2.
Okay.
And I would love for Roman to come out after Cody wins the title.
Ooh, okay. You think it's
I
time for another Roman Cody match?
I think that's the spice that you need to bring to the Australia show or whatever overseas show you got. I think that third match is what people are kind of like wanting to see. I
Mm.
think it's if it's QB1 versus TC1, that's what they're trying to set up, right?
These niggas is such cornballs.
I know it's like well, I want one too.
Yeah.
I'm 1B or I'm 1A and he
I was
1B
I
or
was
whatever.
original one, nigga.
Yeah, exactly. Like I think I would do Cody and Roman again this fall.
Mm,
Why not?
mm.
Or you do Roman and Cena.
You could. You could.
If he's gonna be around, do Roman and Cena. I don't know. Because you still got War Games coming up.
War games is a thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Um, maybe Seth will be back by then. Uh,
Really good ending
who-
of the show.
really
I thought
good
it was a
end of the
really good
show.
show as
Great,
well.
great stretch of shows. Just good wrestling for the weekend. You know,
I think we can probably add Julia versus Alina to that card too.
Julia
To
versus
SummerSlam.
Selena. Oh yeah, yeah. You know, local. It's very local. Keep it with the
Yeah.
streets. You know, high 97 press. You know,
So this week we got Cody and Cena in the same building. This will be Cena's only appearance on TV until SummerSlam.
damn. And you know, you about to be just talking.
There is nothing that I really need from either of them promo wise that we did not get.
No, nigga, we saw it like 4 weeks in a row. Like last, like, come on, bro.
There's nothing we really need. Give me the match. I think that it was cool. Cena, you got your thing. It's time for the shows to return back to normalcy. Um, so let's just stop. Cut the bullshit. Let's just go back to normal.
I agree.
Um, so we'll see what happens on Friday. We'll have the reactions to everything. We'll see the beginning of the Jade and Tiffany build, the beginning of a lot of different things happening. And Jelly Roll and Randy Orton are going to be on talk shows this week, so that'll be interesting as well. But we'll give you guys all the updates that will happen on this week in wrestling on the A Show next week. Thank you guys for listening, and we'll see you guys next week.